So everyone knows that the most exciting part of the school year is homecoming. I mean, obviously, you have Spirit Week, you have Powder Puff, you have so many really cool events going on during Spirit Week. But then what? So I know that aside from homecoming, school can be a little tedious, right? Like there's really not a whole lot to look forward to unless you're on student council and you're planning other events through the year. But I don't know, who says you have to be on student council to plan stuff? Today, I hope I can give you just a couple little stupid things you can do to help liven the rest of the school year up. Because honestly, as a teacher, I love when students want to do something kind of out of the ordinary. I will totally support it as long as no one gets hurt and it's not like a mean prank. Good pranks, I'm all for. I will help people good prank all day. So let's talk about some of the things that my friends and I did that were amazing. The first thing my friends and I did quite a lot was called Secret Lunch. And it's basically Secret Santa, but lunch version. And you always hoped for the person that would buy you the really good chocolate chip cookies, but the middle is raw. Ugh, there's nothing better than that. So good. But yeah, Secret Lunch, we would do it, I don't know, we would just be really bored. There'd be nothing going on. We'd be like, Secret Lunch this week? Yeah, and we'd all draw names. Right then. It would be great. So much fun. The next one, I don't know who let us do this, but our senior year of high school, I went to a Catholic school. So, and if you go to Catholic school, you know that sometimes you have assemblies for church. And so the Christmas one is always really important. And my friends and I were sitting around, we were like, how come for Christmas we never do a pageant? And a pageant for Christmas is not what's the word I'm looking for? A fashion show. That's not a pageant. The pageant is where you reenact the nativity scene and Mary getting shunned from the inn and the angel Gabriel appearing. I was Angel Gabriel. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It defies logic. And then and I went to an all-girls school, so we had a Mary and a Joseph. Guys, this was the worst Christmas pageant that's ever been put on. It was so embarrassing and cringy, and I was laughing, I think, the whole time. I don't know. So, I'm not saying sabotage your school Christmas pageant, but I am saying, it was fun to do. We made it a little bit more interesting. I had no regrets about how embarrassing it was. I'm glad I did it. But it is not something I'd probably do today as a 29-year-old woman. For this next one, find a teacher that you really enjoy and do a nice prank for them. We picked my AP US teacher. We would just rag on him all the time. And I would just sit right next to him because our desks were in a U shape. And I would sit right near him and just think about ways that I could mess with him. And it worked every time. One of my friends printed out pictures of, I think it was Truman and our teacher, and he used to have this really wicked mustache. It was really intense from the 70s. And she put them on paper with Truman's famous quote, "The buck stops here." I should probably check to make sure that it's Truman. Yeah, it's Truman. So she put it on the board, right next to where he sat, and he didn't see it. He walked up to his seat and didn't see it. And I was like, hey, can you show me something on that map? Because it's one of those maps where you pull it down and there's 6 different layered maps. So he turns around to pull it down, still doesn't see it. And he's like, yeah, Allison, what do you want to see? And I was like, never mind. You ruined it. It's fine. It's fine. Just put the map back up. And he's like, no, tell me. What? And I was like, seriously though? We're pranking you. Put the map back up. And he looks, and then he did this, his normal, we all lost it. It was so stupid. But the best one was, we found out his birthday. I believe it was in April. And we broke into his room, my best friend and I broke into his room, and we decorated it with balloons and streamers and things like that. And he walked in on us doing it. We could hear him unlocking the door, and my friend and I just turned around and we're like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? I don't know why we didn't hide behind a desk or something. We just stood there. He walked in, saw us, said, I'm not even gonna ask, got his grade book and left. he did a really good job of acting surprised for everyone else, but we'd already told them, like, yeah, he knows. But we brought, like, cake and snacks and things like that. Was it partially to get out of a lesson? Yeah, a little bit. Ate up a little bit of class time because we had blocks, so, it was a long class. But it was also really nice. Like, how many other teachers had little surprise parties thrown for them? Not many, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, if there's a teacher that you really, as a class, just really like and you want to good prank them, like, do that. Teachers love that stuff. We really do. It's so much fun. If you can effectively prank a teacher, it will make their day. But, like, good pranks. Okay, don't do a bad prank. I'm not here endorsing bad pranks. It has to be a good prank that will make them smile. Okay? Don't do anything stupid, okay? And if you do, I didn't tell you to do that. I'm saying that right now. For legal reasons. I think. I don't know. This last one is so quintessential, my friends. Every time we come together and we're like, let's bake something, it never turns out. So in 10th grade, to prepare for our global regions, we decided, what if we made, it was again another trap to avoid doing actual work, what if we made global review cupcakes? And we made chocolate cupcakes. And then one of my friends was like, what if we made them chocolate turtle cupcakes? So we scooped out the middle. This is not how you make a turtle. Put some, I think, like walnuts in there, whatever nuts you use. Some chocolate syrup. And then we put this like electric blue frosting on top. And then we piped these atrocious yellow stars on top. Then we put a toothpick on it and we taped vocabulary to them. And we brought them in for review. And our whole class sat around and actually did the review. But the cupcakes were so bad. And nobody ate them. But honestly, like, I will remember that until I die. That crap was so funny. Oh my gosh. If you're getting really bored in high school, please do anything on this list. It will make your week so much better. You will have so many stories for the future, things that you'll never forget. I'm trying to think if there's anything else right now that we did. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack about my friends. I can't even think of like any other really funny things that happened. But every day, our boyfriends were always like, because it was an all-girl school, our boyfriends were like, do you ever like actually like go to class? Like, how are you always like doing other stuff that's not school? And I was like, well, I finished my stuff like last week, so I'm all caught up. I'm good. I have the time to goof around. Like, I'm gonna go down to the chapel and play the harp and look through the prayer intention book. Maybe take a nap. There's pillows down there. And then the door is unlocked. Like, what do you expect? Of course I'm gonna take a nap. Of course. Duh. So yeah, if you're really bored in high school, there's some great things for you to do to make it more enjoyable, help the time fly, and put some good into the community. So that's what I got for you today. I'm sure I'll think of some more embarrassing high school stories, but those ones are pretty good so far. Try them out when you go back to school.